From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. The Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan knows nothing about Hinduism but insists on embarrassing himself by talking about it because he wants to get a few votes. Pinarayi Vijayan, I am addressing you. You are illiterate about my religion, about the religion of more than 80% of the population of India. You may be the Chief Minister of Kerala, but you have no right, along with your other India Alliance leaders, Udhayanidhi, Stalin and the others, to make the abuse of Hinduism into a political strategy. And hence, therefore, Pinarayi Vijayan, I am compelled to expose you and also expose the silence of the other leaders of the India Alliance who conveniently look the other way when you make your cringe-worthy comments. Pinarayi Vijayan's basic argument, ladies and gentlemen, is that Hindu saints have no religion. If you're a social reformer or a Hindu saint, you must not be considered to be a Hindu. By that logic, ladies and gentlemen, my question to Pinarayi Vijayan is this, and even Christians in Kerala must ask him this question. Would he say that Mother Teresa, who attained sainthood, had no religion? Would he also say equally, and the Christians in Kerala must ask him this question, that St. Francis had no religion and that none of the saints who have been bestowed sainthood have anything to do with Christianity? Ladies and gentlemen, if that were to be an absurd proposition, then his view that Hindu saints and social reformers have no religion is also equally absurd. My second point to people like Pinarayi Vijayan who want to falsely and maliciously reduce one of the greatest religions, one of the oldest religions of the world, Hinduism, down to the caste system or the ills of the caste system and so-called Brahminism is this. They too are utter and pathetic illiterates. They're ignorant, they're completely unaware of the facts, and I have only two questions to them. Was Swami Vivekananda one of the greatest icons of Hinduism? Was he a Brahmin? He was not. Was, for that matter, let me go back into history, was Ved Vyas, who authored the Mahabharata, was he a Brahmin? He was not. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, those who reduce Hinduism to Brahminism know nothing about Hinduism. They are shallow, ignorant, unaware, illiterate, motivated and malicious people. And all they want to do is run down the great religion of Hinduism. They have to be countered, and let us all promise through rational argument and deep thought, without losing our temper, to counter these ignorant people all through 2025. Let that be one of our New Year resolutions. Ladies and gentlemen, the third point I wish to make is that when people like Pinarayi Vijayan say any social reformer from within the Hindu community, because he's a social reformer, should not be considered to be a Hindu, then let me take the case of the revered Sree Narayana Guru, who is the social reformer in question, who Pinarayi Vijayan insists is not a Hindu or was not a Hindu. And his argument is basically that because he was a social reformer, he was not a Hindu. The clearest way to counter that argument, ladies and gentlemen, is to go back into historical records and check whether it is true or not that Mahatma Gandhi was influenced deeply by Sree Narayana Hindu, and that Mahatma Gandhi's own views were tempered and changed because of the influence that Sree Narayana Guru had on him. Would Pinarayi Vijayan also argue tomorrow by the same logic that Mahatma Gandhi was not a Hindu? Anyone with modern reformist views is to be considered not a Hindu? How convenient, Pinarayi Vijayan. How convenient. And lastly, let me say this. The greatness of the Hindu religion is derived from the fact that the greatest reform has been from within the Hindu religion. That great Hindus from within the Hindu religion have reformed the Hindu religion. I am from Assam, ladies and gentlemen. Ahom, as we say. And in Assam, we all follow the teachings of the 15th, 16th century great Srimant Shankardev, Honkordev. And viewers, he was one of the greatest icons of the Bhakti movement. He led one of the greatest reformist movements. And even in his time, which is 15th to 16th century, he was countered by several people from the Brahmin community in Assam. And he was challenged, but he entered into a dialogue with them. And today, people across all castes and communities in Assam and across the entire country follow the teachings of Srimant Honkordev. Would Pinarayi Vijayan argue tomorrow that just because Honkordev, Srimant Shankardev, was a reformist, that he too was not a Hindu? Viewers, we cannot reduce debates on spirituality, theology and religion down to shallow political arguments. Then some of you would say, why counter these people, ignore them? I would say, we should not ignore them, we should counter them. Because the greatness of the Hindu religion cannot be reduced by the ignorance and shallow perspective of people like Pinarayi Vijayan, Udhayanidhi Stalin, and all the lobbies, the Tukde gang, the urban Naxals who support them. Let's debate.
Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has stoked a controversy with his latest statement on Sanatan Dharma. Speaking at a conference in Sivagiri at the Sree Narayana Dharma Sangam Trust, while claiming that Narayana Guru was not a mere religious figure, Pinarayi Vijayan went on to slander Sanatan Dharma by reducing its essence to Brahminism and monarchy.
Sanatana Dharmathinte രാഷ്ട്രമെന്ന് പ്രഖ്യാപിച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് മാർത്താണ്ഡവർമ്മ പല പരിഷ്കാരങ്ങളും തിരുവിതാംകൂറിൽ വരുത്തിയത്. ഇന്നും ഇടക്കിടക്ക് ഇന്ത്യൻ രാഷ്ട്രീയത്തിൽ മുഴങ്ങിക്കേൾക്കുന്ന വാക്കാണ് സനാതന ഹിന്ദുത്വം. രാജാധിപത്യത്തിനും വർഗീയാധിപത്യത്തിനും ഒരുപോലെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ടതാകുന്നു ഈ വാക്ക് എന്നത് ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം. സനാതന ഹിന്ദുത്വം എന്ന വാക്കിലൂടെ സ്ഥാപിച്ചെടുക്കാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുന്നത് ബ്രാഹ്മണാധിപത്യത്തിന്റെ പഴയ രാജവാഴ്ചക്കാലമാണ്. ഇതിൽ പരം എന്ത് തെളിവാണ് വേണ്ടത്?
Pinarayi Vijayan joining the likes of Udhayanidhi Stalin, who in 2023 made objectionable statements comparing Sanatan Dharma to dengue and malaria.
சனாதன எதிர்ப்பு மாநாடு என்று போடாமல் சனாதன ஒழிப்பு மாநாடு என்றும் நீங்கள் இதை போட்டிருக்கிறீர்கள், இதை அழைத்திருக்கிறீர்கள், இந்த நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு பெயரிட்டீர்கள். அதற்கு என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்கள். சிலவற்றை நாம் ஒழிக்கத்தான் வேண்டும், எதிர்க்க முடியாது. கொசு, டெங்கு காய்ச்சல், மலேரியா, கொரோனா இதையெல்லாம் நம்ம எதிர்க்கக்கூடாது, ஒழித்து கட்ட வேண்டும். அப்படிதான் இந்த சனாதனம்.
The back-to-back comments from the indie bloc is part of a pattern, is the charge made by followers of Sanatan Dharma and the BJP.
Pinarayi Vijayan tries to portray Sanatana Dharma as something which is to bring back the rule of kings and emperors. It is against democracy. This is all a well thought out strategy so that they feel they can get the support of the organized vote banks.
Meanwhile, the left parties are standing strong in support of Pinarayi Vijayan, despite the backlash for his anti-Sanatan remarks.
Sanatan Dharma, I don't call it Dharma. Sanatan ideology is one which perpetuates caste system in India, which perpetuates inequality of all kinds in India, which perpetuates patriarchy in India. That is Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma doesn't agree for equality, justice to all people. That's what one should understand.
After DMK and Congress, the CPI joining those indie parties that have openly attacked Sanatan Dharma. Why does Sanatan remain the only target of the so-called progressive fronts?
I first have with me senior BJP leader and V. Muralidharanji, thank you very much. You know, I first would like to ask you, for me this is a very important issue, but for the BJP it doesn't seem to be a very important issue. Except you, this has not been made into a national issue. The BJP is very busy doing press conferences or Arvind Kejriwal countering him, but on this abuse of Sanatan Dharma, I thought the BJP would take a very aggressive position nationally and not make this into an issue which is only specific to Kerala. Why is it not done so?
No, I don't think that the BJP is not interested in this issue. Each state has its own issues to deal with, and when the elections in Delhi is happening, naturally the Delhi leadership
just because elections are not happening in Kerala means it's not a national issue? Are you saying you will pick up issues only depending on where the elections are?
I am saying the Delhi state leadership would be taking up the issue related to the corruption of Kejriwal, but BJP has been taking it up at the national level by every leader, and BJP stands and BJP resolutely stands in support of Sanatana Dharma. It has been very amply expressed by every leader, whether it is on the floor of the house or outside.
Now, what you said, there's a political strategy here. That I saw your comment, a political strategy that Pinarayi Vijayan has. Can you, for a layman who may not understand the intricacies of Kerala politics, explain what that strategy might be?
See, the relation, I would say that Sree Narayana Guru, if you consider his birth, he was born as a backward leader, backward individual. But then he rose to become a saint who was respected, revered by everyone, not only the so-called lower class, but the upper class also. So everyone revered him because he stood for the basic principles of Sanatana Dharma.
Yeah.
Because the Sanatana Dharma's basic principles doesn't agree with casteism. Unlike what Comrade Raja was telling, perhaps he is unaware of the basic principles of Sanatana Dharma. Basic principles of Sanatana Dharma sees Ishwar in every moving and immovable things. Those who are हर चीज में ईश्वर को देखते हैं, that is Sanatana Dharma. So there is no casteism. That is why it is called Advaita Vedanta, and that is why the oneness of the whole universe.
Yes.
Whether human beings or other objects, everything there is, Ishwar is there, the God is there, the ultimate power is there. That is the Sanatana Dharma's principles. So Communist Party wants to create an impression that backward classes are not with Sanatana Dharma, because anybody who is born a backward class cannot be considered as part of Sanatana Dharma, because in Kerala during the last couple of years, the backward classes who were with Communist Party are now drifting away from the Communist parties, and they are flowing to the Bharatiya Janata Party or the nationalist thought or the thought of Sanatana Dharma.
Yes.
They are trying to understand, realize what exactly is Sanatana Dharma. The portrayal of Sree Narayana Guru on the basis of the communist doctrines and philosophy, that is being discarded by the rank and file of the backward classes. And you will see that the Communist Party is losing its hold over this community. That's why he wants to portray Sanatana Dharma as something Brahminical, so that the backward classes doesn't flock Or
No,
this
it is aimed at
this
some kind of political and other evangelism to portray
Yes, definitely.
Hinduism as a religion that only accommodates Brahmins, so that everybody else can be made anti-Hindu and can be converted to other religions. That is the agenda of people like Pinarayi Vijayan. I don't think the Christian community in Kerala will appreciate it, because they've also been under threat from very aggressive, violent Islamist forces. We'll debate this. Mr. Muralidharan, I must get you on a debate soon with senior left leaders as well, which I will. I thank you very much for joining me on top of my debate this evening. On the debate this evening, I have with me Anil Antony, BJP National Secretary, Dushyant Sridhar, well-known Hindu scholar, Rahul Ishwar, political commentator, Anand Kochukodi, senior journalist from Kerala, Vivek Srivastava, a political analyst, leans to the left, and Pankaj Sharma leans to the Congress. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, where should we start? This is such a stupid comment. And it can only come from a very malicious person. Very stupid comment. But I'll start with you. I'll start with you, Rahul, because you're raring to go. Hashtag tonight, counter Hindu abuse. Right?
Arnabji, just two submissions.
Yeah.
As you started,
Yeah.
Vedavyasa was the son of a fisherwoman. Valmiki belongs to the Valmiki Samudaya or the Bhil Samudaya, which is scheduled
Louder,
tribe.
please, louder.
Bhagwan Krishna belongs to the Yadav community, which is OBC community. So we had every community enriching Hindu Samaj and Hindu culture in a big way. People are missing that point. And as you rightly said, Mahatma Gandhi was a Hindu activist who defeated the British Empire. Swami Vivekananda was a Hindu philosopher, and Sree Narayana Guru consecrated 44 temples, 44 Hindu temples.
He was not a Hindu activist, sorry.
14
I
Muruga
object to
temples.
it.
One Sharda Devi temple. So he was a Hindu in every board. Please remember.
No.
Let us deliberate that.
1 minute.
Let me have my
Let
word,
him
please.
speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak. If he doesn't speak on Republic, where will he speak? Will he speak on those anti-Hindu channels out there which spout anti-Hindu talk on a daily? If he doesn't speak on Republic, where will he be? We are the only secular channel in this country. Only secular channel in this country is Republic.
And one more very important thing. Sree Narayana Guru even welcomed those who left Hindu religion.
You don't have the complete knowledge, Rahul.
Let Rahul speak. Rahul, speak confidently. Reduce the volume for Vivek Srivastava.
Sree Narayana Guru even welcomed those people who left Hindu religion, who came back to Hindu Dharma. He presided over one such meeting. Yes, he was a harmonious person, a pluralist who welcomed every faith, who supported every faith. But he was a Hindu Guru. He was a Hindu Sanatana Guru who consecrated 44 temples. Please remember 44 temples. He was a Advaiti at the core.
No, these people.
Even met with Mahatma Gandhi.
I say this tonight. I say this tonight. Let our New Year resolution be: together we will win against all these people spreading darkness and falsehood in this country. Together we shall not remain quiet anymore. We will counter Hindu abuse. And I almost feel embarrassed to even share my thoughts even before such an eminent panel with people like Dushyant Sridhar. I will keep him for later. Hold on, Vivek. You have nothing to say or contribute.
Insult Gandhi on your channel. You can't call Gandhi a Hindu activist. एकलव्य कौन था? अंगूठा क्यों काटा? करण को सूत पुत्र किसने कहा? Don't teach me this. Bhagavad Gita clearly says one vyavastha is correct. Bhagavad Gita clearly says.
एक मिनट चुप हो जाइए.
Should not be done.
इतना.
It pollutes.
1 minute. Vivek, I'll reduce your volume. I'll reduce your volume because beyond the point, I will not allow willful and deliberate Hindu abuse. Hindu abuse here on my channel. There are channels, I know, unfortunately there are channels which predominantly do Hindu abuse 99% of the time. But I will ask only one question today to my learned friend Dushyant Sridhar. Please forgive first of all viewers the ignorance of Vivek Jinping. I ask one question to Dushyant Sridhar. Dushyant, was Prabhu Sri Ram a Brahmin? No. Prabhu Sri Ram, incarnation of Vishnu, was born into a Kshatriya family. Now these people are quiet, finger on their lips. They have nothing to say in the new year. Dushyant Sridhar.
Namaskaram, Arnab. Bharatiyas do celebrate New Year's during that March-April period, generally following the Almanac, the Panchangam. But for all practical purposes, I would like to wish you, the panelists and all your viewers, a very happy 2025. It's been a practice for a lot of the politicians in the last 2-3 years to separate the word Sanatana Dharma from Hinduism the way we call it today. Referring to Sree Narayana Guru in this topic, who was a towering personality who lived in the state of Kerala in the second half of the 19th century and the first half of the 20th century, his work called Anukampa Dashakam talks very clearly about Adi Shankaracharya and praises him. Adi Shankaracharya was a Brahmin. If he was against Brahmin and Brahminism, why will he end up praising Adi Shankara and his works? Point number one. Point number two, it was the same Sree Narayana Guru who wrote a beautiful translation of the Ishavasya Upanishad.
You are diverting now.
Vivek Srivastava ji, please speak. Spoken to. I would completely.
Is the problem in India or not? I'm asking a simple question. One question. Is caste and the the way we have exploited the Dalits for centuries, is it a problem or not of the religion?
I am not here bound to answer all these questions from a person.
Now I know you can't, you don't have answers. Sir, we did not offer water in our houses.
Narayana Guru is the point of discussion. Can you even describe one vachana of Narayana Guru? You don't even know who is Narayana Guru. Just jumping into the bandwagon of slandering the religion is absolute. You are making idiosyncrasy.
No, we are against the Brahmins dominating the other castes.
Come on. The point of discussion is Narayana Guru.
Scheduled castes and the Dalits in every temple. As priests. As Shankaracharya.
If you can't even pronounce one of the South Indian languages, don't even come for discussion. Your language, you're not a polyglot here. Speak about the person who's being discussed. Quote his words.
A very simple question. Are you in favor of scheduled caste and the Dalits?
I am sorry. Arnab, I cannot discuss with such a...
No, I think he doesn't know. I'll have to take him on air for a while so that he does not disturb this very erudite conversation. Dushyant, please continue. Yeah.
On a very quick point, see, Narayana Guru did pay his obeisances to Adi Shankaracharya and has given a beautiful work called as Ishavasya Upanishad, where he accepts the beautiful religion of Sanatana Dharma. He may have had reservations against certain aspects of Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism as we call it today. But that is okay for a reformer because this religion has always been respecting reforms and reformers. But that doesn't separate him or alienate him from Sanatana Dharma. And of all, Arnab, he does write a beautiful poem on Krishna. Krishna is being described in Bhagavad Gita where it is said, Yecha Veda Vido Vipraha, Yecha Adhyatma Chetasaha, Tevadanti Mahatmanam Krishnam Dharmam Sanatanam. Mahabharata clearly states that Krishna is no different from Sanatana Dharma. Both are one and the same. And it is on this Krishna he wrote a beautiful poem. So I don't see any point unless and until it is malicious in nature where the said political person is trying to alienate Sanatana Dharma from...
And on that point here, a very important point raised here by Dushyant Sridhar. Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for your feedback. 2025, many people calling in, messaging tonight that this year they will counter this Hindu abuse of this Congress-type parties left much more aggressively. Ladies and gentlemen, it was referred about Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna, viewers, was Lord Krishna born into a Brahmin family? He was not. He was born into a Yadav family. Can these people who try to reduce Hinduism to Brahminism tell me the Varna, the caste of Lord Shiva, Goddess Mahakali and all the revered gods worshipped by Sanatanis? Can they tell me, looking at this camera in the eye today, that is it not true that Maharishi Valmiki, the author of Ramayana, was not a Brahmin by birth? Vedavyas was not a Brahmin by birth. He was the author of the Mahabharata, and yet people, do you know, was Aurobindo Ghosh a Brahmin by birth? Be quiet, ignorant Vivek. Be quiet. You know nothing. People like you know nothing. People like you know nothing. But you must be the tutors to Rahul Gandhi. You must be the tutors to Rahul Gandhi. You must be the people who has made him memorize all that rubbish.
This community has not been given a...
Was Swami Vivekananda born a Brahmin?
Swami Vivekananda was a Kayast and he has not been given a place in the four Varnas.
Oh, not given a place.
Yes or not Brahmin?
Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that Hindus across the world unite against these kind of comments?
No.
He wants to separate Swami Vivekananda from Hinduism. He will now say, Rahul Ishwar, that Swami Vivekananda was not a Hindu.
Sir, Swami Vivekananda was a Kayast. To which Varna do Kayastas belong? Nobody has an answer. Because Kayastas
Shame.
The greatest of Hindu philosophers who re-articulated Hinduism. Who did he represent in Chicago? Who did Vivekananda represent in Chicago? Tell me.
No.
Who did Vivekananda represent in Chicago? In 1893 World
No, he will say that Vivekananda was not a Hindu. This is the agenda of these people, viewers. This is their small and shallow agenda.
Arnab, he said, I represent Hinduism,
Brahminical supremacy from this nation.
I said, I represent
we are very clear.
I tell you, I'm so proud. I'm so proud to belong to a religion. I am so proud to belong to a religion where Sant Tukaram Maharaj, one of the greatest social reformers, was he not a Hindu?
Arnab, why did
Was he not a Hindu?
Leave Hinduism and go to Buddhism? Why did B.R. Ambedkar leave Hinduism, denounce it, and go to Buddhism with his followers?
We had our mistake.
Dalit Samaj has no place
Nobody
in this
saying
religion.
no.
These are
We
the
had
writings
our
of B.R.
mistake.
Ambedkar.
We had our
Mine.
mistake.
These are
Our
his
great
views.
Hindu reformers
That the
reformed
Dalits and the
us.
scheduled
We
caste
had our mistake.
You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand one basic thing, and I'll tell you one thing. I have been trained in social anthropology, and I have got the great opportunity to read the shallow works of British and French anthropologists. Do you know, viewers, I'll tell you something. And I can't explain this to you in too much detail, but I shall tell you this. It was a conspiracy of evangelists, British and French anthropologists to reintroduce and keep reintroducing caste into Bharat's social lexicon. Be quiet! Reduce the volume. I shall not suffer his ignorance when I'm speaking sense. Be quiet. Be quiet. All my years in journalism will not be reduced to only taking you on.
Can you deny?
We will not spoil this year also for me. Be quiet. The question is, ladies and gentlemen, the question is this. Please do your own research. Evangelists who wanted to proselytize Hindus tried to reduce Hinduism to caste and Brahminism alone. This phrase was brought in the 16th, 17th century by certain Christian evangelists who brought it in, saying to all Hindus, listen, you don't have a chance, become Christian. These are realities. You don't want me to talk about it? You think it's not secular to talk about it? Yeah? Yeah? Was Sant Namdev a Brahmin? Was Sant Ramdev a Brahmin? Was Sant Ravidas a Brahmin? Was Sant Tukaram Maharaj a Brahmin? Was Sriman Shankardev a Brahmin? You want to reduce my religion to Brahminism? I'll take you on. You are the followers of Louis Dumont and evangelists. You are the followers of Louis Dumont and evangelists.
We want the Dalits to become Shankaracharyas, Makadish, priests in every temple. They should be incorporated. It should not be reserved only for the Brahmins.
Really?
We welcome it.
And every temple should be controlled by the state.
You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to. First of all, tell me, Thiruvalluvar, the famous Tamil saint poet, right? Was he a Brahmin? Was Sant Tukaram Maharaj a Brahmin? Was Sant Avayyar a Brahmin?
In a country of 150 crores, you are giving me isolated examples.
Isolated examples.
Caste is
Okay, I'll bring in Dushyant right now. 1 minute. Dushyant is to take this on, and then I'll get Anil on this. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We shall take you on and defeat your ignorance. We'll take you towards the light. Yes, please. Dushyant.
Arnab, very quickly, there is this very interesting character called Dharma Vyadha in Mahabharata. He is a butcher. Vyadha means butcher. And he was the one who was preaching the Dharma Shastras to the Maharishis. He is given as one of the foremost examples. Coming to the 5th to the 8th century, predominantly the people from the Alvar and the Nayanmar community from the Tamil Nadu, not Brahmins. that when we look at the list of people that you have given, many of the dasas in the Karnataka Paddhati, many of the acharyas who come in the Abhang Parivar of Maharashtra, they were not from the Brahmin community. So, in fact, the very ritual of going to a group of people and having the shatari being placed itself says that all of us fall at the feet of Nammalvar who didn't belong to the Brahmin community.
Very convenient, very convenient, very convenient.
So many examples, they say isolated examples. Do you want me to give 2 hours lecture here as to who are the people here? I don't think your debate is going to go
No,
on
sir.
for
You
2
tell
hours.
me one thing. Why did B.R. Ambedkar denounce the Hindu religion and move to Buddhism? What was wrong with that?
Why did he move to Buddhism and not move to Islam?
Was he wrong?
You can
Was
answer
he
that.
wrong?
Why did
Buddhism
he
is not a part of
denounce
Hinduism.
Hinduism,
The
move to
biggest
Buddhism
atheist
and not
and the first
Islam?
big atheist of this world was
Let's
Buddha.
get an answer.
You
Let
broke
it make it
84,000
question for
Buddhists
question.
to
Why didn't he move to
You
Islam?
broke 84,000 Buddhists to
What
fast,
were
sir.
his comments? What were his views about Islam? Give an answer to that.
Pushyamitra Shunga broke
At least let it be
84,000.
Okay, Vivek, you've had your turn. I'd like to bring into the debate right now, because I've had an overdose of you on 1st January. I'd like to bring into the debate Anil Antony and Anand Kochukudi. Anand, it is generally believed that this is a political strategy, right? But I personally believe, Anand and Pankaj, I'll tell you, it will unite Hindus rather than divide them. Obviously, it's a political strategy, but it's going to unite Hindus. My take. What is the political strategy you see here, Anand?
Well, in the Lok Sabha elections, the CPM lost their considerable vote bank, the Hindu vote bank, to the BJP. The BJP got 20% votes for the first time in Kerala in any election. And the CPM has been trying to counter that through multiple strategies. So this is one such strategy where Pinarayi Vijayan thinks that if he can, kind of place Sree Narayana Guru in a more secular context and not let him be appropriated by the BJP, then he can get the people who have already, left the CPM ranks and joined the BJP to come back to the CPM. So there is
no, but one minute. He needs to convince the followers of Sree Narayana Guru that neither are they, nor was Sree Narayana Guru Hindus. He needs to convince them, right? That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to say that Sree Narayana Guru was not a Hindu. It's like Kamal Hassan, who said in Tamil Nadu, famously, about a couple of years back, he said Shaivites, those who follow Shiva, are not Hindu. So he's trying to create those, he knows there are a lot of followers. He's saying to them, you are followers of Sree Narayana Guru, you will continue to be followers of Sree Narayana Guru, but henceforth you will not be known as Hindu. Will the followers accept it?
No, not after the Sabrimala agitation. I would say that the people who have been, the people who have deserted the Communist Party, I don't see them, the Hindus who have deserted Communist Party, I don't see them coming back to the CPM and deserting the BJP right now, because they have been, after the Sabrimala agitation, they feel that the CPM let them down by not taking a position for them and for taking them for granted. Just like, as you said, the Shaivites in Tamil Nadu, the Lingaites in
my question to Vivek would be that, speaking of people who converted, if I were to say that Richard Gere converted from Christianity to Hinduism, is that a comment on Christianity?
No. It is
oh no, then it's not. Oh, then it's not. Suddenly.
You cannot compare Ambedkar with Richard Gere. Ambedkar.
No, I'm not comparing anyone to anyone. I am saying just out of that. I am not comparing anyone. You are. Don't compare. I am saying, is Richard Gere's conversion to Hinduism a comment on Hinduism or Christianity? Or neither?
Richard Gere follows Zen Buddhism because that interested him and he felt it develops him. It was not because Christianity was exploiting him in such a way. However, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar converted because the scheduled castes, the Dalits, the Dravids of Tamil Nadu and down south, all had been exploited by centuries by the Brahmin community.
Richard Gere became Buddhist, I correct myself. But is that a comment on Buddhism or Christianity?
No, it's not.
Then it's not. No, you get confused here. Stop! I've exposed you again. Be quiet. Be quiet. I'll not let you spoil the new year again with your lack of intellect and absolute lack of any empiricism in your argument. You're just a biased and prejudiced and bitter man.
No. We are going to fight. Richard Gere chose then Buddhism.
Anyway, I'm not getting into Buddhism right now. That's for another day. We'll debate spirituality later. I'm not equipped to debate with it
And you
right
know
now.
the hypocrisy? They said Buddha is also an incarnation of Vishnu. Look at the hypocrisy of these guys. They कहते हैं साहब बुद्ध भी विष्णु के अवतार थे.
Anil Anthony.
Buddha who said idol worship is wrong.
Anil Anthony.
Buddha who said believe
Anil Anthony, we have started the new year on this unfortunate controversy. How is it being received in Kerala? And will the followers of Sree Narayana Guru say that they are not Hindus, which seems to be what Pinarayi Vijayan is aiming at?
Arnab, thank you for having me in the show, and I wish you and all your viewers a very happy new year. One thing that has become a very common theme among all the India Alliance partners, whether it is some of the Congress leaders, the DMK, the left parties, it is that they have a common denigration of our civilizational values and our civilizational ethos. Last year, I'm sure everybody are aware of the G20 summit that happened, and during the G20, one of the themes, the underlying theme was Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, which later became an inspiration for the whole world. And these values, this Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, the values come from our civilizational ethos, our Sanatana ethos. Later, Sree Narayana Guru, today that was the remark which Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan made. And Sree Narayana Guru also, his most famous teaching was one caste, one religion, one God for all humanity. This also was influenced by the Sanatana civilization values. Mahatma Gandhi, he was the one who coined Sarva Dharma Sambhavana, and that was also influenced by the same civilizational values. And this has a certain unification value in these civilizational values, which our opposition parties do not like. Now we have a Prime Minister, Sree Narendra Modi ji, who is working to take our 140 crore people together and transform into a fully Vikasit Bharat. And during these transformative times, the people of this country, they have shown full faith in his vision, and that is why we have won for the third straight time for the national stage 20 plus double engine governments are there across India. And our opposition do not have an answer. And now what is happening is they are trying to divide the society, while our Prime Minister and our party, our government is trying to unite 140 crore Indians and move forward. Our opposition parties, they are trying to divide Indians based on, first of all, religion, minorities and majority. And among the majority religion also, they are trying to divide the society based on caste. And this Sanatan values are a big impediment for that, which is why this constant attack against Sanatan values are coming from Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, Mr. Stalin, Mr. Rahul Gandhi. It is happening across India. But the people of India have seen through it, which is why again and again all these are getting rejected. Now for the Communist Party in Kerala, it's the last bastion. They have become a big zero in West Bengal, Tripura, all their old bastions are gone. Now they have just Kerala left. And they are trying to once again create this casteism divide there for their narrow vote bank politics. But it is only a matter of time the people see through it. And in Kerala also you are going to see...
No, I'm glad in a way that there is a deeper debate on this whole issue because, this entire construct of caste as hereditary is completely flawed. It's a flawed interpretation and a flawed understanding. Anyone who would say, if they are aware, that as per Sanatan Dharma, as per the Hindu religion, castes are distributed according to the qualities of the individual, the guna of the individual, not by birth, qualities or nature or learning of the individual, and not by birth. The entire prism which looks upon caste as something which is a hereditary construct is completely flawed. In any case, Pankaj, I would like you to respond to that. And also on the silence of the Congress party, which comments on everything else Pinarayi Vijayan does, but not on this particular comment.
Hinduism is something different. Brahminism is something different. To equate Hinduism with Brahminism is really improper. Many religious practices in all the religions can attract many disagreements. The fundamental principles of a religion should be the basis of forming any opinion about that religion. So I can't endorse, I don't endorse Pinarayi Vijayan's view. Whatever
but it is a view the Congress endorses.
See, that you should ask.
No, but why does the Congress endorse it? Because why does the Congress endorse that view? Why does the Congress endorse that view? Will it get Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka more votes in Wayanad?
That was said by Nitesh Rane also. And if you find the remarks by a BJP minister about Kerala, that Kerala is mini Pakistan, if you find these views appropriate, it is your choice. If you endorse the views that all the terrorists vote for Rahul and Priyanka, it is your wisdom. What can anyone say on, obsceneness of such people?
Why would you not comment on the Congress party's silent endorsement of Pinarayi Vijayan's abuse of the Hindu religion? So you have two allies, one in Tamil Nadu and one in Kerala, both taking a similar line, and the Congress silent, and therefore that silence is endorsement, isn't it?
So silence is endorsement.
Why are they silent?
BJP central government is silent on BJP Minister Nitesh Rane's remarks. So this is also, very unfortunate to support such
Anil Antony can answer that.
The central leadership.
Anil Antony can answer that. I, for one, do not endorse the comments that have been made by Mr. Rane. But Anil Antony can answer that. But go on record, you did not explain the Congress party's silence. A couple of days back, the Congress party was commenting quite prolifically on the presence of Pinarayi Vijayan at an airport inauguration at a time of mourning for Dr. Manmohan Singh. It gave out repeated press comments on it. But on this comment, where Pinarayi Vijayan has made broad and sweeping allegations and has had such a terrible attack on the Hindu religion, Rahul Gandhi is quiet, the Congress machinery is quiet. And you're also uncomfortable with it. Anil, you wanted to respond to his earlier point?
The CPM and the Congress, they are both part of the India alliance on the national stage, but in Kerala they seem to have a lot of contradictions. Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan himself made some statements on Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi's victories in Wayanad. The CPM made some statements saying that it is with the assistance of a lot of highly communal Muslim forces. And right now the Congress party, with their current strategy of dividing the minorities and the majorities, they have decided to have a very pro-minority view and a very pro-casteist view. And they are very silent on any Hindu issues. They are very silent on any common issues that can unite the Hindu religion. At the same time, for a long time, it is not here, even the Waqf board issue, even many other issues, they are taking a very openly pro-one community stance. So this is what the Congress party has become with time, and which is why they are getting rejected again and again by the people.
And Pankaj, I know you're uncomfortable, and you and Vivek must be asked this next question, is that Rahul Gandhi's entire politics has been around projecting that he's a Brahmin. Rahul Gandhi was projecting till a couple of years back that he's a Brahmin, he's a Janeodhari Brahmin. The party in an official press conference declared him to be a Brahmin as an assertion of his caste identity. I don't know what guna, what qualities or what nature Rahul Gandhi or what depth of knowledge Rahul Gandhi has to claim that kind of Brahminical supremacy, but you are fully aware, Pankaj, that this Brahminical supremacist flawed line has been pushed most of all by Rahul Gandhi, who went across asserting, therefore, that he is a Brahmin. Nobody asked him. He said, I wear a Janeo, I'm a Janeodhari Brahmin, and suddenly you're doing this U-turn, and he's claiming to be a Janeodhari Brahmin by birth. No, why?
He never said all
No, he said it. Was it not officially said? Was it not officially said? Do you think it was said without his approval? You believe, Rahul Ishwar, that could have been said without Rahul Gandhi's approval? Obviously, he must have told the party to go out and assert that he's a Brahmin by birth.
Jewala officially said he's a Janeodhari Brahmin. Why do we obfuscate issues? And please remember, and one more thing.
No, Rahul Ishwar, louder. Rahul Ishwar.
Just one submission. Please remember, let us discourage all extreme statements. Like Arnab rightly said, Kerala should not be called mini Pakistan because Kerala is the microcosm of India. We are the land of Shankaracharya and Sree Narayana Guru. Yes. So, no extreme statement. But when it comes to Hindu issues, these people are selective. Has anybody till today condemned what Udhayanidhi Stalin said? Can it be said about any other faith? Let that be clear. I'm a Gandhian. I respect every other faith. Can Sanatana Dharma, dengue, malaria, and AIDS to be eradicated? Can this be said about any other religion? Won't there be a case? Won't 153 AB slapped? But Hindus have become a soft target. Anything can be said against Hindus and Sanatana Dharma. That is the unfortunate reality. We should not lie down, to take abuse like this. That's the reason where Hindu community should come together and counter these kind of policies. Has anybody from the left
Louder for Rahul. Louder for Rahul.
Rahul Ishwar, if there are wrong practices, they have to go. If there is casteism and exploitation,
who reformed? Our religious people reformed. Vivekananda reformed. Believers reformed. Sree Narayana Guru reformed. Mahatma Gandhi reformed.
Okay, then I would say first, one minute. Vivek Srivastav and Dushyant, I'm getting into the debate. Please listen carefully. You see, the point here is anything bad must go. I completely agree. Now tell me which social reformer, right, from within Islam has been able to remove the practice of triple talaq or nikah halala. But in the Hindu religion, there have been many social reformers who have been able to correct right from, no, 1 minute. Now, you made that comment, you'd hold on to it. Right, Dushyant?
Yes.
He wants to now retreat having made that comment.
No, I'll tell you. It is very easy to go to other
But even when we legislate, you question it.
आपका अपना घर प्रॉब्लम में है सर, दूसरे के घर में मत जाके आप.
Dushyant Sridhar is on the debate. He made a point. I countered him. He has no response right now. He talks about aapka ghar, mera ghar.
Arnab, so he agrees that Islam is not our ghar. It does not belong to India.
No, it's a different religion.
So he
You're
says
talking
that
of Hindu
Islam
religion.
doesn't
Talk of
belong to
Hindu
India.
religion. Why do you want to escape?
No. You don't have to. See, you don't belong to one particular religion to talk about that particular religion. Which rule states that? Which rule states that? When you say this is a potpourri of all religions, then talk about the ill effects of all religions.
Comrade Pinarayi Vijayan, you don't have answers, so you are going to Islam.
Oh, come on. You've never had answers to any of these questions.
That we are a religion of unequals.
Okay, Arnab.
We are a religion which has exploited.
Sri Rahul Gandhi being adhering to the Janedwari, alongside there's a tippani also. He said that he's from Dattatreya Gotra. So it is Janedwaru Brahmin with a Dattatreya Gotra. So is that okay? For those people who want to abolish caste system?
Do you know that Comrade Namboodiripad was a Brahmin who denounced the wrongdoings of Hinduism, donated all his land. He was from Kerala, the first communist chief minister.
Don't get aggressive.
So being a Brahmin doesn't mean you
don't
can't
get
be a
aggressive. He said, and I'm glad you made this point, Dushyant. I'm glad you made this point, and Vivek, you can just chill here. You see, viewers, people must accept the reality. The reality, look at 93% people saying that Chief Minister Vijayan should apologize for his remarks. But on this point tonight, let it also be remembered that Rahul Gandhi went to Pushkar. And in Pushkar, he made a self-declaration. He said, I am a Brahmin. I come from a family of Brahmins. I am a Kashmiri Pandit. I wear the janau. I am a Dattatreya Gotra Kashmiri Brahmin. Making, no, 1 minute. Suddenly, come on. Don't try to be convenient. The question is to Pankaj. The question is to Pankaj so that the reality of Rahul Gandhi is known to all. Pankaj.
He doesn't endorse the caste system. He is not a casteist.
Yeah.
He is a secular man who believes in all religions.
Yeah, he didn't say so in Pushkar. He said, I'm a Kashmiri Brahmin. I come from a family of Brahmins.
He wants to play
and I'm from Dattatreya Gotra. And I'm a Janeudhari Brahmin. Then he made his political party also make a announcement without any provocation that he was from the Brahmin community. So these are the realities of Rahul Gandhi. You think we don't know or forget? This is documented evidence for this. Yes, please.
If I say I am a Brahmin, it doesn't mean I support Brahminical.
No, but who asked him to say I come from a family of Brahmins? Jawaharlal Nehru was a Brahmin, Motilal Nehru was a Brahmin, Rahul Gandhi is a Brahmin, and I'm Brahmin, Kashmiri Pandit, Dattatreya Gotra. Did he say that or not? Why are you looking uncomfortable, Pankaj? This is the reality of Rahul Gandhi. And then after that, as if that was not enough, he told Randeep Surjewala to go to a press conference and to declare that he's a Janeudhari Brahmin. This is just still a few months back. You think people don't remember, is it?
Is there something
and now
in this? If you are a Janeudhari Brahmin, is it a crime?
Is it something to reassert and emphasize? Dushyant's countering. Dushyant.
But he doesn't support the
Dushyant and Anil.
Valid point. His question was to say that I'm a Janeudhari Brahmin. Is it a crime? It is not a crime. That is what we have been saying. So those of them who call themselves Kshatriyas, those of them who call themselves as Brahmins, there's no crime. As long as you're not hurting the other person, you're not calling anybody else inferior, you're not physically assaulting them. What is wrong in calling?
No, my point is, I'll be very simple. I'll ask very simply. Why did Rahul Gandhi assert his Brahminical identity, Anil please, and not the fact that Sonia Gandhi was a Catholic, right? Or that Firoz Gandhi was a Zoroastrian. He chose conveniently to emphasize his Brahminical, not even in Hindu, Brahminical identity over his Parsi genealogy, over the Catholic genealogy. Point of convenience.
Or no, that a quick interjection. See, the thing is, when he says that he's a Brahmin, despite his father only coming from that community and not his mother, then it also endorses that he endorses patriarchy. So everything that they stand against for, he has endorsed.
Totally countered today. Vivek has no answer. Pankaj realizes that he's on the wrong foot. Anil, any closing remarks? How will the Christian community in Kerala see this? Comment of Pinarayi Vijayan.
The entire state of Kerala sees through the India Alliance's strategy right now, like my senior colleague Muralidharan had mentioned earlier in the debate. Because now the Congress strategy and the India Alliance strategy, including the CPM, has become very simple. It is dividing the society based on minorities and majorities, where they are taking a very pro-Muslim stance. And then they are dividing the society, the Hindu society, based on various castes. So this is what they are trying to do. While the Bharatiya Janata Party is working with our Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas motto, our development mantra. But people of India will see through it. People of Kerala is also seeing through it. And you are going to see the rise of BJP in Kerala because of this.
Well, I hope your party doesn't consider this to be a regional issue, because it is not. It's a national issue. It's an issue of national debate. And I hope Rahul Gandhi, whenever he comes back from his slightly prolonged, as usual, foreign vacation in Vietnam, ends his silence on this. And as I come to the end of this debate, ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly record and summarize with Note Assist using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Pinarayi Vijayan's remarks against Sanatan Dharma has drawn sharp criticism from the BJP. The manner in which the leaders from the CPI and the Congress party rallied behind the Kerala Chief Minister's statement only intensifies this polarization. These remarks reflect a troubling trend of reducing a diverse faith to derogatory terms. Framing an entire faith followed by millions as regressive deepens these divisions and alienates communities. I would say that a more respectful approach is essential to foster understanding. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The precise reading of the debate in a simpler format using Galaxy AI on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Thank you very much for tuning in to the debate tonight. In case you missed it, debate number 1, AAP versus BJP, on the other side of a short break. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to